so there's going to be Olympians and maybe even some other sports in there that we may not even really pay a whole lot of attention to, so make sure you keep that in mind when I talk about, athlete. Maybe I can talk, if there is a sort of a different one I can think of, or if they list off of some other ones, we can sort of go off of them, but I'm going to be talking about them, so I think it should be pretty fun. But before we get started with that, tonight is actually the video where I would like you to comment down below your questions for the Q&A video. The 5-year, yes, the channel's 5-year anniversary video is going to be hopefully a big time Q&A, and also later in the night it's going to be a nighttime stream. I'll cross my fingers for it to be an ASMR style live stream for February 9th as well. We'll see how my neighbors are that night, how rowdy they are, but if it is, a chill night, I'll do an ASMR live stream. If it's not a chill night, I'll just do like a regular live stream and hope they aren't too loud. But yes, you can spam as many comments as you want. Don't actually do that, but if you have a couple questions, you can comment a couple questions. You can do one super long comment for a bunch of different questions. You can ask me sports related topics, I guess somewhat personal related topics, questions of yourself. Maybe you have your own things you need, like advice or something random like that, if you even want to know my favorite food or color or candy or anything random like that. But most of them are going to probably be sports related, which is totally fine. I would love to even re-answer some questions, because I'm sure even some of my older answers from last year's Q&A, which I don't think I even did a Q&A last year. I think it might be 2 years since I've done a Q&A on my channel, so make sure you guys tune in to February 9th for the Q&A video. Yeah, make sure you also like the video. If you also like the video, subscribe to the channel. We were almost at 10,000 subs by the 5-year anniversary. Super close, but every single one counts now. I guess we can still hit 10,000 very, 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 very soon. But with that being said, let us get started. Alright, so obviously with there being 50 states in the United States, kind of like my last video where I talked about every single state, I'm going to sort of speed run through a lot of these. And even though if you can think of better athletes for maybe a state that you live in, or maybe just one that you know at the top of your head, you can also comment that down below, while you're also commenting down below your questions for the Q&A video. Don't forget to do that. I hope at least everyone, I don't want to say maybe everyone because that'd be like 1,000 comments, but maybe everyone can just ask just one question. That would be kind of fun for the Q&A video. And then I'll also probably answer questions as well on the live stream as well. That should be pretty fun. But anyways, best athlete from every single state in the United States. I'm actually going to be looking at two lists on here, because there's probably a bunch of different answers, so I'm going to be going off of a couple different lists here. First state up, we have Alabama, alphabetical order. I'm assuming, yeah, Alabama, alphabetical order. The first one they have here is from baseball. Willie Mays, Alabama's best athlete. Willie Mays from Alabama. Do you agree with that? Some key stats: he has 660 career home runs, 24-time All-Star, 12-time Golden Glove winner as well. Played during the oh wow, he was born in 1931. Jesus, that's crazy. Some other honorable mentions: Hank Aaron, another baseball player that's definitely one you could probably argue. This one, I would actually argue, if we're going off of like athlete, if we're saying, the best athlete, they have Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson was born in Alabama. That dude did baseball and football, I think, and that guy was a beast, obviously doing both sports. So maybe if I'm saying athlete, probably for me it'd be Bo Jackson. But if we're saying, all-around career and all that stuff too, I think Hank Aaron is a good one, and also obviously Willie Mays. Okay, so you probably get the gist of how this video is going to go, so I'm going to go a little bit faster now, because again, there's 50 of them. For Alaska, they have here listed Scott Gomez from Anchorage, Alaska. Hockey, NHL, 2-time Stanley Cup winner, 2-time All-Star, and 2000 Rookie of the Year. Not too sure. He's actually in the Alaska Sports Hall of Fame, was inducted in 2007. That's pretty dope. Some other honorable mentions: they actually have Mario Chalmers. Mario Chalmers from NBA basketball, Miami Heat. That's actually kind of funny. Arizona. They have here for Arizona, Curly Cole. 46. Jeez, wow. He is the 1975 Defensive Player of the Year of the NFL, 6-time Pro Bowler, and a NFL Super Bowl champion. Interesting. Some honorable mentions. They have Jim Palmer, baseball player. They have Kurt Schillings, a baseball player. That's pretty interesting. On the other listing for Arizona, this listing actually has an Olympian, Carrie Strug. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She had like a pretty infamous moment in the Olympics where she really badly injured her ankle, really badly. I'm sure I can play a clip of it. It's kind of a pretty popular clip. Well, I don't want to say popular, but an infamous clip in Olympic history. And she ended up winning a gold medal during that and having a pretty bad injury during gymnastics. So I guess an athlete winning a gold medal, winning a Super Bowl, what's one is more important? That's kind of a tough one to think about. Arkansas, on this listing, they have Don Hutchins. Okay, born January 31st, 1913. Oh my goodness. He was a 2-time NFL MVP, 3-time NFL champion, and also has 99 receiving touchdowns. Played for the Green Bay Packers back when the Green Bay Packers were the most dominant, probably, team in America during that time period. That's pretty good. Let's see here. Oh, Scottie Pippen. That's actually pretty interesting one. Again, if it's probably, all around athletics, how, good they are as an athlete, it would probably be Scottie Pippen, also with having all the championships and blah blah blah. I think he would probably be mine. Oh geez, California. This could be very interesting. From the listing here, we have here Tom Brady, yes. Think of him a lot of the East Coast, but he was actually born in California, San Mateo, California. Interesting, wow. Obviously, the greatest quarterback, well, not even greatest quarterback, maybe the greatest football player of all time with, the most popular sport in America, football. Kind of does make a lot of sense, especially with the longevity of his career. Can also sort of have that argument of him being actually, an athlete, not just a great football player. Colorado, they actually have here listed, Roy Halladay was a Phillies baseball player. Pretty cool. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer back in 2009. He also threw the 20th perfect game in MLB history back in 2010, and also threw another no-hitter in the postseason in the Game 1 of the NLDS game. Wow. Connecticut, we have Jeff Bagwell. No idea what this is. Baseball player. Jeff Bagwell played in all 15 years of his MLB career with the Houston Astros and was named NL National League MVP back in 1994. Selected into 4 All-Star games as well. Pretty cool. Not bad. For Delaware, we have Alina Del Don. I think is how you pronounce her name. WNBA player. Pretty interesting. Had a scoring title in 2015. Was also named an MVP of her league. Also a 6-time All-Star in her 7-year career. Pretty interesting. From Wilmington, Delaware. Also some good ones. Mark Eaton, who is definitely known for being a big boy over there playing for the Utah Jazz. Probably one of the best blocking big men of all time, that's for sure. But we have Alina Del Don, MVP for the WNBA. Pretty interesting. For Florida is definitely known for being a state that's produced a lot of great athletes. That's for sure. Even today, pretty crazy. For this listing, they have Deion Sanders. Yes, Deion Sanders. Oh man, Deion Sanders is the only man in history to play both in a Super Bowl and also in a World Series. That's definitely something to think about when you think about, an athlete play 2 sports. He is also someone who played in 1992 MLB and NFL in a span of less than 24 hours. So I'm guessing he played baseball one night and then football the next night, or vice versa. That's pretty insane. You also have on here Emmitt Smith and Ray Lewis for some Florida players. For Georgia here, we have Jackie Robinson. Now that is was qualified for the U.S. Olympic swimming team back in 1912, winning a gold medal in the 100-meter freestyle, but most notably known for his surfing style in Hawaii. That's pretty sick. Born in Honolulu, I actually been to Hawaii. I was like 13 at the time, 13 or 14. A very fun place. I would love to go back. I haven't been back since, but that'd be super sick, of course. Idaho, we have Picabo Street. Yes, someone born in Idaho was named Picabo. Picabo. No idea how to pronounce that. But is a gold medal Olympian. Not bad. Illinois. They actually have listed Dwayne Wade, born in Chicago. Pretty dope. He did play for the Bulls. That was one of his dreams growing up. He actually went there and played for the Bulls for like, I think a season. Did he play for the entire season for the Bulls? I'm not entirely sure, but he did play for the Bulls at one point in time, his hometown team. Obviously, hopefully if you're a part of the channel, you know who D Wade is. That's definitely a good answer. Isaiah Thomas, though, that's also a good one, but third greatest shooting guard of all time, only behind Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Like, that's pretty insane. Indiana, no one else but Larry Bird, Larry Legend. That one's pretty easy. We can skip over that one super fast. Iowa, they have Kurt Warner for Iowa. Interesting. He actually went undrafted in 1994, but ended up becoming, one of the best quarterbacks, at least during that time period. Pretty cool to see that. Also winning an MVP and going on to the 1999 Super Bowl, being known as the greatest show on turf with the St. Louis Rams. Pretty dope. Kansas, Barry Sanders. That one is definitely one for both sportsmen, but also an athlete. How athletic this guy was. Barry Sanders, of course. Absolutely insane. Played his entirety of his 10 years in the NFL for the Detroit Lions, making a Pro Bowl in every single season of his career. Also winning NFL MVP back in 1997. Pretty dope. Kentucky. I mean, arguably the greatest athlete of all time. Like, definitely, obviously for, American sports, but even just the world. I mean, Muhammad Ali. That is an athlete. That is just an amazing person. Obviously, Muhammad Ali. That one's one you can't even. I don't even want to say any other names. Muhammad Ali, Kentucky. That's super sick. Louisiana. You have Peyton Manning. Sorry if you can hear the train in the background. Peyton Manning for Louisiana. That's a pretty good one. You also have Odom Beckham Jr. and Karl Malone, Clyde Drexler. Wow. Louisiana actually has a lot of players. That's pretty sick. Peyton Manning, though, winning, I think, 2 Super Bowls. Also just being known as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time in NFL history. For Maine is a swimmer. You have Ian Crocker. Born in Portland, Maine. Wow, that's pretty funny. Don't really know a lot of athletes from Maine. Maryland, though, another great Olympian. We have Michael Phelps. Yes, Michael Phelps in Maryland. I think, is he still the most, most accomplished Olympian? I think, right? He has 28 medals during his career, 23 gold medals, that being, I don't know if that's a record yet. Also in the Beijing Games, Phelps broke fellow American Mark Spitz's record for winning 8 gold medals in one Olympics. Again, don't know if that record is still holding till this day, but that's easily one of them. But also, in Maryland, you have Kevin Durant, and you also have Babe Ruth. Oh my god. I mean, you can probably argue Babe Ruth if you want to go, more sportsman term, but if we're talking about athlete, I mean, an Olympic athlete, that is some top tier type of, capability. Massachusetts, you have Rocky Marciano. That's a pretty cool one. Definitely a legendary boxer. I don't think the movies are the movies aren't made from that athlete, right? That boxer. I don't think he is. Maybe, I don't know. Michigan, we have Serena Williams. Ooh, Serena Williams. Interesting. Serena Williams has won 23 Grand Slams as a singles and 39 all around when she was playing doubles with her sister. Interesting. But we also have Magic Johnson from Michigan. And we also have Floyd Minnesota with Lindsey Vonn. I'm assuming, yeah, another Winter Olympic participant. She won a gold medal in the 2010 Winter Olympics and also has 4 World Cups from the alpine skiing section. Wow, that's pretty cool. Again, a lot of Olympians on this listing. Mississippi, we have Jerry Rice. That's a really good one. He has 1,500 career receptions, 22,800 receiving yards, and 197 receiving touchdowns. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, Jerry Rice, again, kind of fixing with both of the athletic points, but also the sportsman, points how good he was at his sport. Jerry Rice, probably the greatest receiver of all time. Maybe, I don't know. That's like another sort of argument one. Missouri, you have Yogi Berra, great baseball player there. Montana, oh my goodness. For Montana, they have listed here Phil Jackson. I mean, I don't think coaches count as athletes, but as a player, he did win 2 titles with the Knicks. I think, did he not? I think he did, right? For their other greats, they have Ryan Leaf, Pat Donovan, players I don't really know, but of course, if we're taking into consideration coaching, I mean, of course, it would be Phil Jackson, but as a, I don't know about it, just a player. Nebraska, we have Bob Gibson, a baseball player. No idea who that is. Nevada, we have Andre Agassi. He's a tennis player. That's interesting. He won 8 Grand Slam titles as a singles player and also won gold medal in 1996 Olympic Games. Interesting. Born in Las Vegas, Nevada. Anyone else I know? Bryce Harper, that's a good one. Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, the NASCAR drivers. Those are some pretty good names. New Hampshire, we have Jenny Thompson, a swimmer winning 12 medals throughout her career, 8 of them being gold. That's definitely a good one right there. New Jersey, this one actually has a lot of really good names. Oh man, well, the one they have listed on here is Shaquille O'Neal. Yes, Shaquille O'Neal was born in Jersey. That's pretty cool. Oh, I'm sorry, he was born in Newark, New Jersey. But Derek Jeter was also born in Jersey, and also Mike Trout. Oh my goodness, David Robinson as well. Oh man. I mean, Shaq, yeah, I probably would give it to Shaq. Derek Jeter was an amazing player, but Shaq was the most dominant player of NBA history. And with that, Mike Trout, I mean, if Trout had a team around him, he would probably be the greatest baseball player of all time, for being completely honest. New Mexico. New Mexico, we have a horseback rider, Mike E. Smith, one of the best jockeys in the world for nearly 30 years, with an astounding 26 Breeder Cup wins. Interesting. And also riding Justify to the Triple Crown victory in 2018. Okay, I was not expecting to hear about one of the greatest athletes of a state being a jockey, but hey, that is pretty interesting, not gonna lie. New York, another sort of big one up there, sort of California and all the other big time states, Texas as well, Florida, New York as well. They have here listed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Wow, obviously being known, well, not known, but being born as Luel Sindor. Pretty interesting. Obviously Kareem being one of the GOATs of the NBA game, probably being the greatest player of all time until Michael Jordan showed up. So definitely had a very long career at that. They also have Luke Gehrig, John Bones Jones from the USC, Dr. J, Julius Erving, definitely some good ones there. North Carolina, you got Michael Jordan, of course. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Another one we don't really have to go into. Oh wow, Sugar Ray Leonard was also born in North Carolina, and also Dale Earnhardt Jr., probably the greatest driver of all time, and Dale Earnhardt Sr. That's pretty cool. But yeah, of course, Michael Jordan. I mean, Michael Jordan is also probably in the conversation up there, with Muhammad Ali and all those greats of being, the greatest athlete of all time. That's definitely a big time argument. For North Dakota, they have Roger Maris. Jeez. Again, I mean, if we're talking about, again, just an athlete. I mean, LeBron also could be up there probably with the GOAT conversation of how well he's just taking care of himself as an athlete for all of his years and years and years in the NBA. That's definitely a pretty interesting one, not gonna lie. Oh, they also have Cy Young from Ohio as well. Cy Young, wow. Oklahoma, we have Mickey Mantle, baseball player. Won the batting triple crown in 1956, leading the league in batting average, home runs, and runs batted in. Wow, pretty cool. Winning 7 World Series titles with the New York Yankees as well. Oh my god, that's just dominant. Jeez. Oregon. Not the greatest lineup here. For Oregon, we have Danny Ainge. Yes, the Boston Celtic player Danny Ainge, winning 2 championships for the Boston Celtics, born in Eugene, Oregon. Pretty cool. One of the other athletes they have listed here is Tanya Harding. Definitely not the sort of best one to sort of put on the listing. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, they have Wilt Chamberlain, which I agree with, but they also have Kobe Bean Bryant on here as an honorable mention. Ooh, man. Joe Namath, Joe Montana, oh my god, Ken Griffey Jr., Arnold Palmer, the golfer, man. Pennsylvania, showing off. Jeez, they have Wilt, Kobe, Joe Namath, Joe Montana, Dan Marino, Ken Griffey Jr., Arnold Palmer. Yo, Pennsylvania kind of stacked. That's crazy, but I would agree with Wilt Chamberlain for sure. For Rhode Island, we have Nap Laholi. I think I have no idea. Rhode Island, that's definitely an interesting one. Now, I don't really know anyone else from that one. South Carolina, we have another boxer of Joe Frazier. Definitely a great one right there. For South Dakota, whoa. South Dakota, we actually have a UFC fighter slash WWE wrestler in Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, wow. I never would have expected that, but hey, South Dakota, they got Brock Lesnar, and that's definitely a beast. For Tennessee, we have Wilma Rudolph. It looks like she is a 3-time gold medal Olympian. That's super sick. For Texas, again, big time state. You have here listed Nolan Ryan, a pitcher for the MLB. Interesting. Played 27 seasons for the MLB, striking out 5,714 participants, nearly 1,000 more than any other player in MLB history. That kind of makes sense then. Might be the best pitcher of all time. I didn't even know that. They have George Foreman on here, Lance Armstrong on here, Drew Brees on here. It's definitely some good ones. Lance Armstrong. That'd probably be a pretty good one, but then again, he kind of cheated. Did he not? I think he did. For Utah, we have Steve Young, winning 2 MVP awards for the NFL when he did play, and also winning 3 Super Bowls. Steve Young, definitely a great quarterback for the 49ers. For Vermont, we have Hannah Tedder, an Olympic gold medalist. Pretty sick. Virginia, we have Arthur Ashe. It looks like he is a tennis player. Pretty cool. Also for Virginia, they have Allen Iverson, Moses Malone. Definitely, again, if you're talking about, sportsmen in their own craft, I mean, Allen Iverson, Moses Malone, pretty important pieces of the NBA, but maybe not better than Arthur Ashe. I would have no idea. For Washington, they got John Stockton. That's definitely a pretty good one. You also have John Elway. That's actually a pretty good one as well. But then again, yeah, John Stockton. I mean, if John Stockton had, 1 or 2 championships, he'd be probably way further in the conversation as one of the greatest point guards of all time. I mean, he had the defense, he definitely had the basketball vision, the IQ, the passing ability. Just couldn't get it done with the NBA championships. But John Stockton for Washington, that's pretty dope. West Virginia, you got Randy Moss for West Virginia. Oh my god, yeah, I'll agree with that. Ooh, actually, Randy Moss. There's also Jerry West, also born in West Virginia. Ooh, man. But then again, Randy Moss is also in that conversation for greatest receiver in NFL history, so I'll probably go to Randy Moss. JJ Watt, I mean, again, as an athlete, that guy's a beast. Wyoming, we have Boyd Dowler, winning 5 NFL championships as a wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers, including the first two Super Bowls ever played. Born in Rock Springs, Wyoming. Boyd Dowler. Good job there, Boyd Dowler. Yeah, that's all of them. Holy cow, that wasn't too bad actually. I'm actually kind of surprised we actually got through those kind of quickly.